Okay, now we have the top or the bottom section of the motor here, which again is called the drive end, and the bearing is inside yet, and we're going to use our bearing pusher to disassemble that. I'm going to take the mallet again. I'm going to tap that out, and that not only knocks out the bearing, but it knocks out our seal as well. This is the old bearing and the old seal, and we can inspect that for any damage. Sometimes what will happen is if we have the motor come in and it's under lubricated, this can all be corroded with a buildup of almost like a tar substance. Sometimes it's even rusted if they allow too much moisture to get through the air line. We're going to set this down for a minute over here. I'm going to bring out, this is our dead end assembly, and the bearing is still inside. We're going to set that in the vise. And we also have another size disassembly bearing pusher that we're going to use. We're going to tap that out now. Here's that bearing. A lot of times they look like they're still good, but it's really recommended. Once you take the bearings out, it's recommended to replace them with new bearings. So if you have an older model air motor, sometimes you'll have two sections where you have this roll pin or split pin. They'll be across from each other. This particular model, the newer models, only have one. And what we're going to do is take what they call a drift pin or a punch. Sometimes you can use the top head of a nail. And we want to just tap that down so it's just below the flush surface of the dead end plate. There'll be times that we have to sand or take a file and file the surface down to smooth it out. Get all the gouges out of, if there's any marks in it. And then we take all our parts over here I use a WD-40. Seems to do a real good job to clean up. And Simple Green is another one that people use, but I prefer the WD-40. Seems to do a real good job. And then we just take a few Q-tips, and I've got a brush here that we can go in and clean out the ports. And I'm going to show you on the rotor assembly as well. There are holes on the side of the rotor assembly, slots here where the vanes go. A lot of times that's where a lot of debris and dirt can build up inside those areas. You want to make sure you get those cleaned out. So basically we're cleaning all of our parts, and we're getting ready to reassemble and install our spares kit. Now we have all of our parts have been removed. We've cleaned them, we've filed, we've sanded, and quite often what I like to do is just take an air gun and just kind of blow them out. If you have any loose pieces or debris in there left over from some Scotch-Brite or sandpaper, that kind of thing, we want to get it all out. And before we do any assembly, I just want to show you here. This is the kit, part number 1002. When you order a kit to rebuild your motor, this is what you're going to get right here in this box. You'll get a set of 4 vanes, just like these here. You'll get a bearing for the dead end, top part of the motor, and you'll get a larger bearing for the drive end part of the motor. And this is a bearing seal that goes over the top of the drive end bearing once we're have that all assembled. They'll also have a couple of these red shim gaskets. The majority of the time you only need to put one of those on, but sometimes you may have to put a second one if you have a little clearance issue. Also, two other items you get in that kit that I've already taken apart here and put in our muffler is you'll get a new muffler felt, and you'll also get this gasket that goes on the end cap, and I've already taken the time to put that on. And that's what comes with your kits.